Humans can identify thousands of other humans' faces, but often can't even recognize their own feet in a lineup. Humans' perspective time is linear. This game has no chill, dude. I usually skip the tutorials, but I think this game just has a really charming way of explaining itself. So we're gonna play through the tutorial today, just so you guys can see kind of what the whole deal is, what the shtick is about this game. Because I think a tycoon game, everyone has seen that before. There is nothing really special with tycoon games per se. The game plays like you would expect it. There's nothing new there really. What is new, however, is the perspective of the game. The whole idea of a game with humans as the exhibitions is bonkers. So we're talking to caretaker Narlalak here. He says, you must be the new general manager. It's about time. I've been waiting for you to show up. Welcome to Mars' first ever human-themed tourist attraction. Headquarters has high hopes for this place. Though now I see you may be. I'll let them know to temper their expectations. So, coming in strong already. I like this little ak thing that they're doing to indicate that you don't actually fully understand the language. It's not actually English they're talking. Maybe movies could take up on that a day. Humans may bring in crowds, but remember, they're slippery creatures. While they're humans may bring in crowds, but remember, they're slippery creatures. While their enclosed brains may seem small and underdeveloped to us, research has shown them to be surprisingly adept at subterfuge. I did inform the board it would take a cunning mind experienced in business and humans' relations, but well, here you are. Alright, suppose we better get set up. You can find objectives panels in the top right. Nothing new there. So that seems fine. Let's just go through those a little bit quickly. Alright, now that the park is looking pretty barren, no one wants to come to an empty park. Place a human enclosure near the park entrance. We will do that. Up in the top left corner here we have enclosures. So we're gonna go here. We're under the footprint one right now, which means that we can build a ancient Rome structure. Rome one right there. We also need to build 5 windows for that. That's under the same enclosure. We go Rome, we go walls and doors, and we get the window, and we need 5 of them. So if we go boom, maybe something like that, and then a few here. And this is, of course, so people can go and actually watch the humans move around. Because, I mean, what's a zoo if you can't actually watch the animals, right? So that's actually one more window than what we needed, but that's fine. That's fine. Now for the main event. Humans. Despite their tiny brains, humans are believed to have complex emotions and needs. That's why we created a safe, secure enclosure to house them in. It has walls, a floor, everything a human needs to survive and thrive. Open the acquisitions menu and abduct a human. Not like recruit or invite. No. Abduct. So we get this little Star Wars transfer beacon thingy-majig, I don't know what to call it. And then a space alien comes and shoots them down onto the ground, and there we have our new little friend. If we check his items here, we can see that we have a few different things that they can do. And this is so fun, because this is exactly what you see in normal like tycoon games, right? You need to satisfy their needs. It's just now they're humans. Seems this one is getting hungry. Humans seems to like decor and food from their original habitat. Why they prefer that to contemporary Martian cuisine is beyond me, but then who really knows what makes these things tick? Build inside enclosures. First open the enclosure menu on the left, select the relevant enclosure type, then drop in the food source for humans. That should cheer it up. We'll do that. Rome, we go to the amenities here. And we buy a feeding trough. Yeah, that's right. It looks like one of those feeding troughs that you give to like animals. Like if you have cows, for example, you have cattle. We probably don't want to have it right here, actually. So let's just move it up against the wall here, so people can actually see the animals. Humans eating. That's gonna be great. We don't have access to paths yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah. Luckily, this guy is, of course, gonna eat the food. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. I eat that way as well. Especially when it's something that's really tasty. Humans are most comfortable in environments similar to their natural habitats. Try installing a decoration now. You can press R to rotate stuff. And then we can do a overview for that as well. So we can go to Rome, we can go to decorations, and we can go this statue right here. Very, very, very beautiful statue. We can actually go 2 statues. I'm a kind emperor. And then we're gonna go for the overlay. And here we can see all kinds of stuff. So if we go for ancient Rome here, we can see how good our habitat is, and they love it. I think it's time we let some guests in to see our handiwork. You can open the park in the park menu. We will. And now that we have some beautification in the store, and we also have a little bit of humans roaming around with small amount of food available as well, we're ready to open the park. Very good. And our first guest, they're very happy. They have 500 bucks on them, and they have a weak stomach. Seems good. Seems good. All right. What are we doing now then? That's it. The first few guests will start filtering in shortly. Each guest have their own needs, just like you would expect. So let's get some toilets for these guys. So small toilets. We can just go with that. I guess at the corner here. I don't think people want to actually like live next to toilets. So we do that. We'll get some paths. And we'll just get the toilets out of the way a little bit there. That should be pretty good. And then we need some water. There will be power as well that we're gonna need at some point. So that'll be a thing. Let's see. There we have the pipes. Very good. If things are connected already, they are automatically connecting. Captain Obvious over here. Yes. If things are adjacent, they are automatically connected. If they are connected, they're also connected, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna do some very humane science, of course. It's very important that we make sure that we study these humans. We abducted them from their planet. So it's nothing but correct for us to actually study them and make sure they're comfortable as well. We have a few different people here. Martin Luther King, that seems fair enough. If you knew anything about Martin Luther King, you know that he wasn't actually killed. That's just fake news. He actually moved to Mars. Yeah, and then he put his brain on the outside. So that's actually a thing. You might not believe me, but that's actually true. And now we just need to assign him to the work right here. So Martin Luther King, he's going to do some research here. And now that Martin Luther King, MLK over here, is performing some work, we're able to actually do some research as well. They want us to do the heel toe, scale toe. I think that one looks very, very humane. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that one. You look at the depiction of it here, it's clearly something that seems very, very reasonable, so to say. So we're gonna do that research on our individuals. And I think that that should be pretty good once we have the research point. We just need to wait for Luther to get going here. So now that research is ongoing, we can take a look at what Mr. Luther is going to do here. And it looks like he has a stretching mechanism. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, no, that works. That works, absolutely. I would do it the exact same way, actually. And then we take a look at this guy, and he has a few small issues. He's lacking a little bit of freedom. I can't understand why. But he's very happy with the food, so we've fed him. Apparently this social life he's having with scientists, I guess, is appreciated as well. Other than that, we might need to feed him some other stats as well, maybe some thirst, and get him to rest a little bit could probably be good as well. So rides are a great way to keep our guests entertained, and more importantly, spending money. We love money. If we can have marsh monies, that's always good. We're gonna put this guy over here, just at the very entrance, together with some queues, and that should be pretty darn good, I do believe. That way they can actually start funneling in here and giving us some money. And there we go. That's the end of the actual tutorial. Now we're on our own. To this guy's demise. Ooh, you're in for a treat, my dude. Alright, let's take good care of our humans. We're gonna need them to have something to eat. So we have something for them to eat. We're gonna need them to have something to drink, of course. They can't drink, that's gonna be a small problem. Another thing that he needs is something for his rest. So if we head into the abilities here, we can go into facilities, maybe? No? So it actually looks like it's split up exactly for what they need. So for rest, we're gonna need to deliver a bed for him. So if we put a bed right outside this window, I imagine people want to see him actually sleeping. That seems fair enough. He still has a little bit of privacy because it's actually on the other side of the park, so they have to actually walk into the park to see him sleep, which I guess is fair. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. What else would we like for him to enjoy? We fixed the thirst. We fixed the bed. We're gonna need some toilets. I feel like if he needs to go to the toilet, he's probably needing to pee as well. That's how I work. I do it all at once, preferably while on the toilet. I drink water, and that seems to be working really well. We also have like a bathing thing here. I imagine people wants to see him bath as well, so we'll put that in the middle in front of this window instead. Again, a little bit more privacy, but still at a good spot, I would say. And if we continue further on here, I think we have a few more things to do. So we got the bath in order here, and this can actually provide some water for them as well. So if we go with the other bath right here, that could be pretty good as well. I might be wrong. This might actually be utilizing water, not actually. Okay. Well, that's more or less the same. It's not that big a difference, to be honest, if it's using or taking away. That seems fine. Let's get some more amenities on here if we need any. I think we're kinda okay. He can sleep. I guess the only thing that he's really missing to some extent is maybe he would like some exercise. So we're gonna get one of these human wheels that he can utilize for that. I imagine people want to see him do that as well. And you see we have a lot of this red stuff. That's just because we're not providing any water for him. So we're gonna of course fix that, because we're like good humans, or good caretakers after all. So we're gonna connect to these guys. to make sure that we are providing water everywhere. There we go. That's very good. Majority of these now do have water. Did we still not get water over here? Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Surely we have... we never actually connected this. That's gonna be an issue. There we go. So yeah, we have water and we have power actually for utilities that we can provide as well. So that's kind of everything that a human needs. A little bit to clean, a little bit to sleep, some food, and maybe some exercise every now and then. Next up, we're gonna need to provide some benches for our guests. They should be under the decorations part, I think. I might be wrong, I'm probably wrong. Let's go to amenities instead. And here we have some comfort for the benches. So right after you come out of the attraction here, you probably want to have some benches. I imagine people want to sit down and watch the humans do their earthly things. So we're gonna put down a few of these guys. We all know that when the lady's in the toilet, men is gonna have to have somewhere to sit. So that's gonna go down as well. And then if we're having toilet, we need to make sure that they are actually drinking enough that they need to use the toilet as well. So we're gonna set up some drinking stands over here too. And I guess if they're drinking, they're probably gonna want to eat as well. So we'll do that. And that should be pretty darn good. Do you have an option to select how much a drink costs as well? You can buy a drink for 1200. Holy shit. I was gonna like ironically up the amount of money for a drink, but that's already like the inflation on Mars, man. Huge problem. Huge problem. All right, so now we're just waiting for the drinks to come in. I think in the meantime, what we can do is we could have the American Frontier exhibition started, and we could go with the American Frontier exhibition right here. To be honest, that would probably be pretty good. Something like that should hopefully be big enough. America is pretty big, not as big as Mars, but pretty big. So we're gonna have to have a quite a good amount of space for these guys here. And if we want to start an American exhibition, of course, we're gonna have to start bringing in some American frontier species of humans. And they cost 8,000 now, which is... Eek. Ah, looks like we can get a female as well. Let's get a female. That sounds good. Maybe they can breed in this place. Wouldn't that be an interesting idea? We're selling drinks as well. People are slowly but surely... Hey, look at this guy. He's actually having a drink. Very good. And there comes a human. She instantly decides to take a shower. Yeah, that makes sense. I would too, to be honest. Like, it's a long trip, man. That's like half a year on a good day. Even for the Martians. Alright, let's continue with this setup for the American Frontier guys. We're gonna need some windows. Let's face it, people need to be able to actually see what's going on in here. So we're gonna let them see what's going on in here. That's for sure. I don't really like that idea, so let's go to you over here instead. And then that's not gonna work. Yeah, I think we'll do 3 windows there. That seems to be a thing. We need 5 humans. Is there even that many humans on Earth? Who knows? Who knows? You look pretty. We take you. What else do we need? You. I already had you. We'll take you instead. A dark-skinned Roman person, I guess. And one that looks like... I don't know. He's slightly balding at least. So maybe having a bit of a tough time. They will join our previous two. Ooh. Hello, hello. They're just hanging out in the pool at the moment. I would go to Mars if they actually had pools for me. Totally. Easy, easy, easy. Be alert, even with a variety of amenities within their enclosure, humans are prone to escape. Those damn humans. How dare they escape? Security staff will pacify any escaped humans. They can be returned to their pens. Maybe best recruit some now just in case. We can do that. We can do that. Let's take a look at some hiring. We already have a scientist, so that's fine. We should probably have some janitors. So we take a janitor to do some cleaning. That seems fair enough. And then we'll continue. Some attendants, not really needed. Entertainers, not needed. Maybe a little bit of security would be good. Emergency services, we can call in a SWAT team. I knew America had aliens in Area 51, man. They can even call in SWAT at this point. Unbelievable, and we get to know it through a video game. An active security center available from facilities menu is required to hire security. We will do that. We will do that. Where is security? That under excitement? No. Toilet. Hold on. Amenities. Was right. Facilities. Here we go. Janitor station. We'll just put you... You should probably be over here with the trash, I was about to say, right? Yeah, we'll put the janitor station over there. We're gonna need a guardhouse, probably at the entrance here. Security center is probably good. Ooh, that's good and big. We'll put that right next to this research facility here, and we can do some simple dirt walkway to there. That way it's clear that that's not really for passengers or for the Martians. That's just for personnel, so to say. So security and research center. We never actually built a research center, so I don't know who that is, but it's fine. We'll get the staff here. We're gonna need a security officer for that. We'll get another Luther King, or maybe it's the same one. It'll just do more things than one. That could be a thing. Let's get more staff. And this guy should be a janitor. Very good. All right. Hire 3 security guards. Wow. Are humans that dangerous? You make it sound like they're killing themselves or something. Surely they wouldn't. Martian Mathers. Yes, that one. All right. There we go. Another message. Securities aren't the only staff. Hire a janitor. I already have. Can also build stations from the facilities menu and assign staff to have them patrol specific regions of the park. All right. So, what's your region? Nobody knows. Open the cleanliness overview. This guy, cleanliness. I mean, that's not the cleanest, maybe. Where's my janitor at the moment? 3 trash cans? I guess that could be kinda good, right? We'll get some amenities. Trash can. Boom. Get a couple over here with the drinks and the food. One at the trash. Or at the toilets. And maybe one over here at the end of that as well. You probably want to have some stuff like right there as well. All right. Hopefully should have this cleaned up a little bit more now. What is this guy doing? Like Dean Martian, what are you doing? You're cleaning up. Okay, well that's good. All good then. Generate research points from the observer post into enclosure. Starts researching observation post power. Alright, we're gonna have to get this enclosure up and running then. So before we get a bunch of people, maybe we should make sure that they have all of the amenities that they need. That would be something like some food, I think they need. And maybe these guys want to eat with a little bit more of a privacy thing. I think Americans prefer that, so we'll go with that. We can also get some drinks in here. And it looks like they have more or less the same setup as everyone else. So we'll go toilet. We'll go cleanliness with this guy. And they also want to have a exercise wheel. Which again, of course, people want to see them exercise. So that's just a no-brainer. And if people are running on the wheel, maybe we can just have them kind of sleeping right behind it. So as the wheel spins, hopefully it just flings sweat over the person laying behind them. And that would be fantastic. Exactly what I want. Could also get some cleanup here. Bathtub. TP for comfort. Nah. We don't do comfort in this place. We will do an observation point though, because research is very important. For sure. We'll go with that right here, I think. And then we'll get another scientist for that. Another Luther King. That seems fair enough. I guess everyone is named Luther King. That seems fair. And you will just take a staff for Luther King. Very nice. And that should be that. We can get some water on this as well. There we go. That brings in the water that we need. Very nice. So I think we're ready now for the Americans to join. Hopefully the first one we get is Mr. Columbus. I heard he's been there for quite a while already, so if we could move him over here, I think that makes sense. And let's start researching the power thingy-majig. How do we do that? If we want to research power, probably under facilities, right? Observation post power. This guy, you can research this. Start research. And I guess we should have built the power one here instead. Maybe we can build one of each. Maybe we can build one of each. All right. So build an observation post power, build and open 3 unique rights. We'll get a power observation point. That's just a science one. Ah, it's not researched yet. I thought it was done because it continued the work. Build and open 3 rights. I don't think we have 3 rights even. Yeah. So we're gonna need to research some more rights as well. So let's get this guy. And let's have you research some rights as well. Priority queue. Path for guests to wait on while queuing for an attraction holds 2 queues, standard and priority. Teacups. Hell yeah. Totally doing teacups. Alright, we now have power observation posts instead of science. Generates power research points and enables power experiments when staffed by scientists. I'm all for doing power science stuff on people. That seems very, very appropriate. Why can't I build that? Can I only have one of these? What if I destroy you? And then we'll build another one. Maybe we can only have one in each one. They can't be... Yeah, okay. You can't actually be experimenting too much on the humans. Apparently they're fragile. Who would have known? Who would have known? Mr. Luther King, go and work on the power aspects here, please. We're gonna need power for this guy. He will get power through a power generator small. Let's put like 15,000 of them right there, and then we'll drag power into you. And that should probably just get him going, right? Alright. Very good. Did we get anyone working here? Yeah, we have whoever this guy is. Yeah, they're loving the human wheel in there. That is a huge favorite. What is your setup? You're not really happy with your habitat. Why is that? What's with American Frontier? Yeah, you're kind of complaining about it not being pretty enough. What if we go like decorations? And then we give you the gallows. That seems to be very appropriate for you guys. You probably like that one. You think humans would prefer a bathtub, a bed, or a teepee?
What?
You think humans would prefer? Nah, teepee.
What is a teepee?
I don't know, it looks like a little Indian tent. Looks like a little Indian tent.
Oh.
I need it for my attractions, my human attractions.
A tent? A bath?
Or a bed. They already have this one to sleep on, so they kinda already have somewhere to rest.
Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Bathtub.
You think a bathtub? We'll get a bathtub. I'm gonna need some water for it, but that's fine. So, we have the guillotines here. Maybe you kind of bath up a little bit before them. And then you go to the guillotines. Because that's like the entertainment for them. Or maybe they can even like be in the bathtub and watch people be guillotined over there.
Is this like person?
No. It's my human zoo on Mars.
Prison. Okay.
No, it's a human zoo. So these are my Roman people. You can see they're having a great time. And then now I have started with Americans as well, so you can see that they have like a farm here, and they have their own toilet. You kind of don't even get that for free in a hotel room. And then of course we have the guillotine, which is
looks
very. It's not actually a guillotine; it's a gallows. Sorry. Yeah. And then we have the human wheel, of course. They really like that one.
Yeah.
See? They absolutely love the human wheel. And the best part is that my Martians, of course, can stand here and watch them run.
It's human prison, let's call it what it is.
No, this is space flight.
Yeah, you can use whatever words you want. It's still a fucking prison.
We'll see if someone maybe becomes hungry soon, because it happens that they need to eat something. And then I have food for them here. Oh, here is a guy that's eating. Look at this. Oh, this looks so tasty. He's eating with all his face.
What the fuck?
He's so hungry.
What the fuck is this game?
Have you ever played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
No.
No? I think this is similar.
Prison simulator.
Oh boy. Alright. Really cute game. If you're interested in this, you will be able to find a link down in the description, of course. It's like my girlfriend, of course. You're gonna be very interested in playing this. So, yeah. Hope I'll see you in the next viewing platform. Hope I'll see you in the next episode or the next video. Until then, bye bye everyone.